The next morning, Hoseok came downstairs and went to the kitchen when he saw Wan doing something. "Hey, orphan girl, what are you doing?" he said before walking over to her. He saw Wan cooking something. "Are you trying to be a good wife, so you are making breakfast for me?" he said with smirk. She looked at him and shook her head in disbelief. She served food on a plate without saying anything. After the food was served, she looked at Hoseok. Hoseok extended his hand for the plate, but his eyes widened when he heard what Wan said. "Could you please move a little?" "What?" "I said move a little." He angrily backed his hand and stepped aside as Wan was leaving, but she stopped and looked at him and said, "It's for me. If you want, then go and make it for yourself." Saying this, she left with a smirk. "Huh, how dare to this girl? She talked to me like this, eh? Now I will not spare her," he said, looking at her while gritted his teeth. Wan was eating her breakfast when she saw Hoseok angrily going out of the house. After Hoseok left, Wan called someone. "Jung, Hoseok is going out now. Follow him and give me his every detail and send me those things." Saying this, she cut the call. "Jung, Hoseok, you fell into a trap." Meanwhile, Hoseok angrily arrives at a bar and looks at the boy who is busy drinking. He walked towards him and punched him. He lost his balance and fell to the ground, and his lips started bleeding. The boy looked at him in surprise. "Bro, what is it for?" "Because of your stupid idea." Saying this, he sat down on the chair next to him. The boy got up from the floor and sat next to him. "Stupid idea? If I hadn't give you this idea, then you would have lost everything." "Ah!" He groaned in pain. "Ash, you punched me so hard," he said as he wiped away the blood, and Hoseok glanced at him before starting to drink. Flashback. "Dad, are you out of your mind? I cannot marry that orphan girl." "Are you sure you can't marry her?" "Yes." "Well, let's see who will win," Mr. Jung said with a smirk. "Okay, you will see." Saying this, he left from there. The next day, after drinking, he gave his card to pay the bill. "Sir, your card is not working. That's its problem with your machine. Replace your old machine." "Sir, our machine is fine. There is some problem with your card." "Give it to me." He began to try, but it's not really working. What happened to it? He gets very worried. Then he remembered something. He took out his phone and called his dad. "Dad, have you blocked my card?" "Yes." "Dad, how could you do it? You know better." Saying this, he cut the call. "Dad," after some time, "thanks, Jackson. I don't know how Dad could do this to me. But why did Uncle do it?" He said everything. "I think you should marry her." "What are you saying, bro? I'll marry that orphan girl?" "No way." "Bro, listen to me carefully. It's just a marriage, and you can do whatever you are doing before the marriage." "Actually, you are right. It's not a big deal." This made flashback end. "She is very irritating. Do you know what she is doing in the morning?" "I'll know when you will tell me." Hoseok glares at him. "Well, now tell me what happened." He told everything that had happened in the morning. "Oh, how dare this girl? She asked you to cook?" "Interesting, bro," he said with a smirk. Hoseok looking at him and asked, "Why are you smirked?" "Nothing," he said and stood up. "Okay, now I have to go." He said goodbye and left. Wan hid a camera in Hoseok's bedroom. Finally it was done. Now I have to keep an eye on him. Saying this, she looked around his room when her eyes fell on Hoseok's picture. He's really very handsome. That's why every girl is strolling over him. She was busy looking at his picture when she heard the doorbell. She went downstairs and opened the door. But her eyes widened when she saw Hoseok, a girl. After a few seconds, they broke the "Let's go to the bedroom, baby." Saying this, the two went towards the room as if no one was there. One looked at them in surprise and said, "He's really a playboy." Some days passed like this. Hoseok brings the girl home every day to annoy Wine, but it has no effect on Wine. On the other hand, Wine keeps an eye on him, and a man always follows Hoseok. 1 p.m. Hoseok came downstairs and sat on the sofa. Why is my head so paining? He said. Will closed his eyes. Drink it. He opened his eyes and saw Wine standing with a bowl, and she was dressed up. Are you going somewhere? Yes, why? Nothing, I just asked. And what is it? He pointed to the bowl and said, Oh, it's hangover soup. Saying this, she put the bowl on the table and said, Drink it if you want. Saying this, she left from there. Why is this girl like this? Doesn't she get jealous when I am with other girls? Saying this, she started drinking. Wine was sitting in a cafe when a man came and sat in front of her. What happened that you called me here? Didn't I tell you that you wouldn't meet me before you are done our work? Then why? Sorry ma'am, but it's important. First you see it. The man gave her some pictures. Who is he? Our team is trying to find him. We'll find him as soon as possible. And you can go now. Okay ma'am. Saying this, he bowed and left. Now I have to do something. Saying this, she called someone. Time skipped to 11 p.m. Hoseok was leaving the club when a girl walks up to him and starts flirting with him. Hey baby, let's have some fun. Hoseok smiled and pulled her close to him by her waist and ran his hand through her hair. Sure baby, but not today. I am not in my mood. What? Saying this, the girl pushed him away. Hey, you wasted my time. With that, the girl left and Hoseok also walked out of the club towards the parking area. When he felt something strange, he looked around but found nothing. Why do I feel like this today? As if someone is watching me, but there is no one. I think I drank too much. I need some rest. Saying this, he got into the car and left from there. Hoseok, poof. I was going home, but suddenly my car stopped in the middle of the road. Now what happened to this car? I got out of the car to see what happened. Then I heard something. I was going to turn to see when I felt something hard on my head and I fell on the road. Everything started to blur in front of me, but still I heard something. I saw someone coming towards me. I tried to keep my eyes open, but everything went black.